Winter Candle, written by Jeron Ashford, illustrated by Stacey Schuett. Nana Clover checked her list. Turkey in the oven, potatoes peeled, napkins folded just so. Candles? How could she have forgotten Thanksgiving at 3C Juniper Court without candles? Unheard of. Down she padded 3 flights to the super. Candles, Nana see? Asked Trev. He opened a drawer and handed her a lumpy stick of wax. It's not pretty, but it'll burn. Nana Clover spread some pine cones and leaves around the frumpy candle. By the time her Thanksgiving guest arrived, the centerpiece glowed. 2 weeks later, 2G was in an uproar. The Havdalah candle's not here, Nat yelled from the closet. In the kitchen, Mom sighed. I forgot to buy a new one. Avi's lip quivered. But the stars will be out soon. Shaw, it's not the end of the world, Grandpa told the Danziger children. Avi, go ask a neighbor for a candle. Up Avi clattered and rapped on Nana Clover's door, and down he clumped with a bumpy, drooping candle. Avi's brother stared. That's not a Havdalah candle, Sam groaned. It's not braided. It only has 1 wick, Nat complained. It's not pretty, agreed Grandpa, but a candle is blessed by what it does, not by how it looks. It'll shine. And shine it did as Mom raised it high. Grandpa said the blessing to end the Sabbath. Avi held his hands to the light. They'd never had a Havdalah candle that burned so bright. 4 mornings later, it was 4D's turn for disaster. It's broken, Kirsten wailed. Liv came running. 1, 2, 3, 4 candles on the St. Lucia crown, and the 5th one snapped in 2. Our cousins will be here any minute, said Kirsten. How can I be St. Lucia with only 4 candles? Liv started to cry. No St. Lucia crown and no special St. Lucia breakfast? Girls, we have plenty of time, Mom reassured them. Kirsten, go ask a neighbor for another candle. Down Kirsten dashed 2 flights to the Danzingers and came back with the funniest looking candle the girls had ever seen. Everyone will laugh at me, moped Kirsten. But nobody laughed, because as Kirsten carried in the teapot and St. Lucia buns, the funny-looking candle gleamed as brightly as the Star of Bethlehem. Winter came, snow fell, and presents were exchanged. The new year began, and in 5A, it began with a calamity. Jamila's got something in her mouth, Dante hollered, and I don't think it's food. Dad scooped up the baby and stuck his finger in her mouth. A piece of wax, a bit of string. Oh no, Dante howled. Jamila ate the faith candle for the Canara. Go see if the Ericksons have one, his sister Monet suggested. Down the stairs, Dante plodded and knocked on the door. You're lucky, we still have this one, Kirsten said. She handed him the bedraggled little candle. But Dante didn't feel lucky. How could they talk about faith with that sorry thing? And it wasn't the right color. But when Dad lit the stubby candle, the flame leaped and danced, inviting the other 6 candles to do the same. A few days later came the biggest snowstorm of the season. Snow blanketed the front steps and made drifts on the windowsills. Then, just after nightfall, the electricity went out. Flashlight beams flickered in a few windows. In 5B, the newest family at Juniper Court huddled together in the dark. Their clothes were still in suitcases. Their dishes were still in boxes. And Papa was somewhere in the city with a moving truck full of furniture. How will Papa find us? Nazarene asked. The streetlights are out. Papa won't find us, cried Farouk. There's too much snow. Of course he will find us, Mama said. Nazarene, go next door and ask the neighbors for a candle. We'll put it in the window to light Papa's way. Next door, Dante scratched his head. I think there's one left from Kwanzaa, he told Nazarene. He returned with a lump of wax that looked like a fairy tale troll. Nazarene's mother lit the candle and set it on the windowsill. How's Papa going to see one little candle in such a big city? Farouk asked. But as they watched, the flame shimmered and grew. It glittered on the falling snowflakes until the dark streets seemed spun with stars. Many blocks away, Papa slowly steered the big truck through snow-covered streets. What did that sign say? Pine Street? Vine Street? But then Papa noticed a glow up ahead. Maybe someone there could give him directions. Papa steered left, then right, then left. closer and closer to the glowing light. Papa turned a corner and gasped. There in front of him, 5 stories up, shone a warm, welcoming light. He was home. Papa climbed 3 floors, 4 floors, 5 floors, and then, Papa's here! Nazarene and Farouk flew down the hall and into their father's arms. Come see our new house, Papa, cried Nazarene. And look, everyone else is coming too. The little apartment filled with neighbors. Dante's family brought chairs and a folding table. Nana Clover made a bed out of blankets for Nazarene and Farouk. Trev brought a small heater. The Erickson girls and their mother made sandwiches, and the Danzingers put a pot of soup to warm on the camping stove. Everyone welcomed Nazarene and Farouk and Mama and Papa to their new home. And the gnarled little candle glowed so brightly in the window that when the electricity finally did come back on, no one even noticed.